This didn't go so well for Demario Douglas, did it? Montgomery or Ken Walker?
I have Walker higher than Montgomery.
I also have Walker higher, and like maybe we'll get some more action, but this big offensive day from the Jacksonville Jaguars is 2 touchdowns and 2 good fantasy players.
Yeah.
Not like
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah. All right. Well, there's 4 minutes left. They could still, they could still do something.
Dearness Johnson could score a touchdown. You make it 3.
Dearness is
Who started Dearness Johnson?
What?
Besides our colleague Brianna Biancardi.
Everything would be so much better if Christian Kirk had caught that touchdown, but alas. All right, so we got one question down here: Bengals or Chargers?
While I might believe that the Bengals DST will be better this week, I'd rather roster the Chargers DST because they've got like a 4-week stretch of really good matchups.
Yeah, that's future Heath's problem. I'm going Bengals.
What about this comment? Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to suck your blood. Sorry.
He's a vampire.
Yeah, Halloween.
That would be an interesting twist on him.
Mm-hmm.
Would that mean that Marvin Harrison Sr. was also a vampire?
Yes, but it would also mean that Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to have a great game because obviously if he were a vampire, he would be better in night games.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's brilliant. Actually.
No wide receiver has more than 7 targets against the Chargers. The Chargers, they give up the 5th fewest fantasy points to wide receivers, but they also have seen the fewest wide receiver targets per game in the NFL. So I don't really know how good they are.
Well, Heath can run down the teams that the Chargers have played.
I was about to do that.
Yeah, please do, Adam. It's a terrible lineup, terrible offenses.
They've done well against
not one good quarterback in the group.
They've done well against Devontae Adams, and they've done well against George Pickens, and that's really the only credit I'm going to. Both those guys had 5 catches for about 60 yards.
Not a looker in the bunch.
Yeah, because Deontay Johnson was with Bryce Young. So, all right, I don't think he's going to suck, but let me see his start percentage right now, Marvin Harrison Jr., and you guys tell me where you have him ranked, as he is currently only started. Now, this lot could change. Only started in 54% of leagues as of right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa. 21st at wide receiver.
Who is this?
Marvin
Harrison Jr., the vampire.
I've got him lower than that. I've got him 32nd.
Okay. And I assume
Ooh,
his start percentage is so low because probably some people haven't set their lineup since he was declared, good to go. Burrow or Baker? Oh my gosh, it's Jamie's birthday was yesterday. I totally forgot. Burrow or Baker?
Happy birthday.
What do you mean you forgot? You didn't know?
I didn't know. I did text him because someone else texted him on a group text and I said happy birthday, but I forgot to. Yeah, all right. Tonight on the 8:00 show, we'll celebrate.
It'd be fun if everybody just started tweeting him happy birthday at Jamie Eisenberg.
It's probably not great for his.
I don't really tell people happy birthday very often.
That's on brand. I would go with Baker.
I would too.
I don't know the question.
Baker or Burrow?
I believe I have Burrow and
you got to get Dave a computer monitor by next week so he can have the same tools available
There's
to him. There's
2 of them. You can see it in the reflection behind me.
So
I'm doing like 6. I've got one eye on the game. I've got one eye on my lineups. I've got one eye on the box score. I've got one eye on. I've got 2 ears on our show. I don't have one eye on our show.
Laporta or Njoku? PPR.
Laporta.
Njoku.
Juju or Addison?
Juju
Smith-Schuster.
Deontay or Mooney?
Do you know Juju's real first name?
Yeah. It's Greg.
Deontay.
It's John.
Is it really? Okay. Deontay is the answer here. And no, Heath, Deontay is not Juju's first name. Terrible guess.
Yeah.
Juju, Ridley, or Clyde? Mooney or Debo?
Juju.
Mooney. Debo. Mooney.
Debo.
Montgomery or Gibbs, half PPR. Ugh, I hate this. That's even a question.
You should start them both. They're both really good.
They are good. If in half PPR, I probably lean toward Montgomery.
I would start Gibbs.
Oh, I cannot deal with a Subway series. I cannot deal with that. No way.
Oh, that would be so fun.
No, it would not. Start 2 of those 3: Harrison, Juju, JSN.
I'm going to sit Marvin Harrison Jr.
So last week we had 4 rookie quarterbacks who finished as top 10 quarterbacks, which I can't believe that's happened very often. Drake May is already going to make it 1 for this week. How many more are going to do it?
Well,
How many Bo Nix have? He only had like 13, right?
Yeah, Bo Nix did not have a good fantasy game.
yeah, he had 13 points. Drake May has 22. No Caleb Williams this week. Jane Daniels will be there. And that's it, right? What am I missing?
I don't know.
I don't know if you answered this, but I'd sit JSN.
I would sit Marv.
Murray or Goff, Mostert or Waddle. And
Goff over Murray and Mostert over Waddle.
I will definitely go Murray and Mostert.
Eckler or Kareem Hunt in PPR?
Hunt.
Agreed.
Austin Eckler, double-digit PPR fantasy points every week. Pretty crazy.
I had him in my lineup over Tank Bigsby about 2.5 hours ago and made the swap at the last minute.
Yeah. Good for you.
Wow.
Okay, I need 1 here. Oh, no. Oh, he needs a lot. Jeez, he needs 4. All right.
1, 1, and 2 flex. So I will take Chase Brown as the running back. I will take Mooney as the receiver. This is a spot where I will start Marvin Harrison. And I do think as much as I'm nervous about Downs and just how many raw targets he'll get, I'll start him over Ridley because I really have absolutely no clue what to expect from Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, I agree with all that.
Yeah,
Where's Big Bird?
Godwin or St. Brown in non-PPR?
This is insane.
Godwin.
Like, why are you sitting one of these guys? Godwin.
Maybe it's all a 1 wide receiver league.
Okay, Otten, Freiermuth, or Dalton Schultz?
Otten.
Oh, I mean, why do you have to start one of these guys? Schultz.
I'm gonna. I don't want to buy into Hunter Henry, guys. Like, I don't want to do this. It never works out. Never.
No. And unfortunately for me, I picked Ramondre Stevenson as the Patriot who would be better, would be the better contributor. I don't know how many games they've both been good contributors, and boy, did I whiff on that. Does this game tell us that the Patriots are just all in on Drake May and that the offense is going to churn through him until further notice?
No, I mean, I think they would be fairly balanced, but they obviously have been playing from behind, which is going to happen a lot because their defense isn't good.
And Jacksonville's run defense has been a lot better than their pass defense this year.
A lot better. Mm-hmm.
That's true.
But they also just traded a defensive tackle. Although I said their run defense is actually significantly better with him off the field than it was on the field. I don't know if that was just a weird anomaly or whatnot. But there's a sack. Okay, let's 2 minutes later. Let's get back to the
minutes behind.
It's crazy. Tracy, McConkey, Pittman, Ridley, or Addison.
This is hell. Welcome to hell, Danny.
A sneaky one in here, guys.
I'm going Lad.
Lad is sneaky. We don't even know if it's PPR or not.
It's not the sneaky one for me. It's Addison. We should be higher on Jordan Addison, I think. Especially you, Heath. You think Sam Darnold's QB1.
QB5.
Yeah, 5.
And I like Addison okay, but Justin Jefferson is on the team too, and he's really good. And sometimes he gets like a third of their targets. And then Aaron Jones is back, and he has a 16% target share for the year. So it's hard for me to get Addison's targets up too high. But yeah, I would rather start Addison than Pittman or McConkey. Or Tracy or Ridley. McConkey's my favorite, though.
Okay. Let's get a Twitter question here. Go ahead, Schaefer. Throw it up there. Go ahead.
It's Noah? Oh, sure. Let's serve Noah. Pick 2, Ridley, Shakir, Whittington. I would probably sit Ridley of these 3 because I'm just nervous and I don't know what's going on. And Goodson over Algier for me. Noah's had a long week. Noah works with us here at CBS, and he's the commissioner of a fantasy league that had some high drama. The Fantasy Cup drama that we talked about, where a manager added and dropped all the Monday night guys so that the person who had James Cook couldn't add anybody.
Right.
Yeah, Noah had to deal with that.
Did he?
He did.
What did he do?
I believe that he let the game stand as it was, and the team that had Cook will not have to pay entry fee if the team that did all the adding and dropping wins the league. It is not what I would have done.
Yeah. Sounds like
what would you have done, Heath? Because I don't know if anybody asked your opinion on it.
Well, I think it really makes a big difference whether this whether this was all coming to light before the game, during the game, or after the game.
I believe it came to light before the game, but
If
like
it came to light before the game, then I would have just given the team that had James Cook whichever one of those players that he had dropped that he wanted.
okay. And then if you were the commissioner, and let's just say that you didn't know this was happening, then what do you do?
So the guy who lost didn't say anything until after the game was over?
Or maybe until after kickoff.
That's the most difficult part, but I'd probably just do the same thing. Just let him have whichever one he said he wanted.
I don't think that that's totally unreasonable.
If
Although
in the next morning, like he didn't even say anything about it until the next morning, like woke up and saw it, stop crying.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
But it's still, but you can't do that though. What that guy did, you can't add drop just to put people on waivers.
No,
different leagues have different rules on that.
It's true. And there are definitely a lot of people that sided with the manager who did all the adding and dropping. I think that that's kind of, it sets a bad precedent for your fantasy league if you do that. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with stashing one guy. So let's say the manager, instead of add drop, just added Ray Davis and kept him on his bench. That's fair.
Of course.
Totally allowed.
So we just, not that this is necessarily relevant to random leagues, and I'll get back to the questions in a minute. We'll go rapid fire. But all of you are hopefully familiar with the Fantasy Football Today Open, the FFT Open, which is 12 leagues of 12 teams. And then we do like a little tournament at the end and blah, blah, blah. So we have rules that are available on our website for anyone who's in it. You may not have even read the rules because it's a pretty normal league. But one of the rules is the abuse of the waivers process. This is when a team manager adds, then drops a series of players, putting those players on waivers and making them inaccessible to other team managers. Such an action could result in forfeiture of points, as well as that team manager being blocked from making any additional add drops for the remainder of the season. In some cases, dismissal of the league as determined by CBS. So
I think that there was a really key point to that, and I have no problem with any of the rules you just read. But the key was that that's in the rules for that league.
Yeah.
That makes that league an exception.
Yeah.
But all these other situations and leagues we're talking about that don't have that in their rules. Now we're talking about unwritten rules, and those are the worst to try to enforce.
Okay, but at the same time, you can't have a rule for everything. Right? You don't expect something like this to happen necessarily throughout the year. So it's just crappy behavior. And it's just obviously crappy behavior. And can we get a garbage time Evan Ingram touchdown here? I would really appreciate that. Or is this drive already over?
No, it's not already over.
All right.
Here's a play where Jacksonville could throw if they so choose.
Okay, start Josh Jacobs or David Montgomery in PPR?
Always go with it,
David.
Yeah, here's the thing. Jacobs, I know he's been a little disappointing. The Texans have 2 starting linebackers out today. Like, come on, let's get this run game going here.
What do you think of the new nickname for David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs?
It better not be Thunder and Lightning.
No, that was Tiki Barber and Ron Dane, right?
Yeah.
Well, Brandon Jacobs, not Ron Dane.
No, I think it was Ron Dane.
Was it?
When you said it, like I originally thought Brandon Jacobs, but then you said, I don't know. All right, Mason or Aaron Jones?
They are going by Sonic and Knuckles.
Oh, yeah, that is good. Yeah.
Awesome. We have a touchdown.
Mason.
Don't spoil it.
I like Jones better than Mason.
It was Ron Dane. Good job. Pickens or Tyrone Tracy?
Pickens for me.
How about me with my Giants trivia?
Yeah.
Pickens, yes. Oh, another one? That's great.
Congrats on turning 70, Jamie. Half PPR. Pitts or Otten?
Pitts.
I mean, he's got gray hair, but come on now, people. Pitts.
FFT rules. Dave, give me life. Eagles, Ravens, or Rams?
Yeah, I need to start having coffee live on the air so I can bring that back. I like the Rams defense the best.
Heath, give me life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Eagles. Andrew Thomas is the most important player in the NFL. He's out. Sack rate's going up to 10% again.
I think Dan said the Giants averaged like 19 points per game with Thomas last year and like 11 without him.
Yeah,
something like that.
You're going to see a sack. You're going to see a forced fumble. You're going to see an interception.
Am I about to see a Tank Bigsby touchdown? Because
you are.
The rest of the world did.
Oh, let's go! That is awesome. Who are we starting here?
That's giving you life.
That is awesome. That is a great way to start Sunday.
I'm starting Georgie Porgy Pudding Pie.
Pickens.
That's not that funny, but that really got me. Ray Davis or Rachaad White, half PPR.
Oh, yucky. Are we sure Rachaad White's playing? I think he's playing. I guess I would. You know what I might do? You might not like this, Chris. I would drop Ray Davis for Justice Hill or Sean Tucker or Justice Hill. I should put him in that order, or whoever you can find to use as an emergency replacement for Rachaad White, and maybe even possibly start over Rachaad White.
Would Kamani Vidal fit?
That would be. He'd be toward the bottom of the list there.
What about Amari DiMercado?
Oh, yucky. It's PPR?
All right, let's get back to it here. Tank Dell, Deontay, Kupp, and Juju start 2.
I'm starting Deontay Johnson, and I am starting Tank Dell.
I agree with Dave.
I'm going to look up Tank Dell's real name. I'd like to know what it is.
Nathaniel.
It is Nathaniel.
Yeah, that was the
Man, are you good with trivia today?
So here's the thing about this. If you start Dell and Johnson and you want to make the switch to Kupp, Johnson is at 4:00 also. So you could do that, but yeah, Dell and Johnson's the way to go for now. Nick Chubb or Juju?
Juju.
Full PPR, I'll go Juju.
You guys talked me into starting Chubb in one of my leagues.
Good.
Yeah, it wasn't like a great option, though.
I can blame
Could have phrased that in a much more funny way.
Okay, pick 3 here. Sitting Harrison.
Oh, he sat Brian Thomas Jr. Oh, my God. Dude, you know we have rankings. You would have known not to start Harrison over Brian Thomas Jr.
No, but he would have had to sit Jaden Reed, Malik
No,
Neighbors.
he could have sat Marvin.
He's already going to sit. He had 4 options there. It was Neighbors, Reed, and someone else. Jamar Chase.
Yeah, we're starting those 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't have started Brian Thomas over those 3.
Yeah, Wandale or Whittington.
Your team is too good. Wandale, please.
I guess.
Yeah.
Wandale, Achane, or Kareem Hunt.
Achane is the most fun.
Yeah. Wandale's pretty fun.
No.
I wonder how fun he'll be with Neighbors back, with Tyrone Tracy becoming a thing. Devin Singletary's back.
No Andrew Thomas.
Well, that could help him.
Walker. No. Walker or Harrison.
Dave. The Yankees might lose because Andrew Thomas is out. That's how important he is.
You don't think it's important to lose
Then Walker.
left tackles?
All I've done is talk about how important it is all morning.
Yeah. Okay. Adam looking hit. Thank you. Pick 2. Kareem Hunt, Aaron Jones, Devon Achane.
I don't know about the first part of this one.
Heath, don't forget to remind everyone to like the video.
Yeah, so we're at 1,500 people watching. So we should have a bare minimum of 506 likes.
Yeah.
How many likes do we have, Adam?
186.
186. We need 320 people to like this video right now so we can answer Andrew's question. It's a half PPR. He needs to pick one. Josh Jacobs, who never scores touchdowns, T. Higgins, Tank Dell, or Jamison Williams. That's a great set of weapons.
That is tough.
I like your team a lot, Andrew. Do we have 506 likes?
331.
Oh, boy, that's disappointing.
Yeah, and that's gonna. Why don't we answer this one and then we won't answer another one until we get to 560?
I think we're just gonna sit right here on Andrew's question because I don't even know who I prefer here, Dave. It's gonna come down to Josh Jacobs. Can he score a touchdown versus T. Higgins? I've got Jacobs projected for 12.1 half PPR points. I have T. Higgins projected for 10.1. So, Dave, would you start Josh Jacobs over T. Higgins in half PPR? Do we have 500 likes yet, Adam?
428,
428.
440.
There we go.
We're getting in the right direction. Can we just
I'm
answer
glad
this
it's not getting
one?
less.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit like. You guys should hit like too.
I don't even know where to hit like.
No,
Feels-
Dave doesn't even have a monitor. He can't even see.
Yeah, right.
He only has 2.
Let me get on my typewriter here.
All right, I'm satisfied. We're at 470. We're at
I
470.
don't have a like button on my old time typewriter. I'm going with T. Higgins.
Does anybody have whiteout anymore? Does that still exist?
Yeah, my kids use it on their projects all the time.
Okay. We need to pick one in a guillotine league. Lizard, Lizard, Rashad White, or Sean Tucker. So glad Heath's here.
Hey, me too, Russ. Tucker.
Tucker's the most fun. White is the safest, assuming he plays.
But you know who's not here, Heath? Andrew Thomas, because he's in.
I know.
That's terrible.
Yep.
Evans, Wilson, Pollard, sit 1, 532 likes.
I'm sitting Mike Evans.
I would sit Garrett Wilson.
Sitting Mike Evans. You're worried about the injury?
I'm worried about the injury. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I've got an emergency text from my father who doesn't know how to get into the chat. So, like father, like son, technology is not a strength here.
I would tell him you're not going to answer his question until we get to 600 likes.
He has to subscribe to ask a question too. So there's an extra.
Subscribed and he still doesn't know how to answer a question in the chat. So maybe somebody in the chat could point out to my dad who's going to watch the chat. That'll be fun to see him try and keep up with the scroll.
Yeah,
of the
what's
chat.
his question? We'll answer it. Jordan Mason or Josh Jacobs?
His question is how do I get in the chat?
That is one that I actually feel very qualified to answer. But of course, everyone here knows. Jordan Mason or Jacobs?
It's still Mason.
I'll go Jacobs.
Imagine if Dave gave his dad my number and his dad started texting me like technology questions. How weird.
We can make that happen.
No.
I think that'd be fantastic.
Chubb or Mason?
Mason.
Mason over Chubb.
Are we expecting Deontay Johnson to plat?
No, I think he'll be good. He will not plat nor splat. He will not come up with that. And that is that.
Ayuk Downs or Amari Cooper?
I want to say Cooper. I
Ayuk.
think I'm going to say Cooper.
So, Dave, I've been working on
The railroad.
a full team name for Najee, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, Carson Steele. And
Okay.
right now, all I have is Najee, Art Monk. So we need more players. You know, I think
All we got to do is find somebody whose name rhymes with indigestion.
Yeah, is there a Weston?
Did you know Devin Singletary's rush over under is 40.5 today?
That's too high.
Tyrone Tracy's is 31.5.
Yeah.
Ah.
I don't know. I don't think, they don't have Andrew Thomas. I don't think they're going to do anything today.
Well, for the record, we whipped the books on the Keyshawn Boutte over for his yardage.
Oh, you took the over or the under?
I took the over. Everyone on our Sportsline Early Edge Player Prop show every Friday here on YouTube. They heard about it and maybe they tailed. And if they did, whoop whoop.
What was the total? What was the
I'll buy
Yeah, what was the number?
It was not high.
19.5.
One catch for 33 yards. You crushed that one.
Yeah.
Damn right I did.
Never a
baby.
doubt.
Yeah. Let's see. Mike Evans, James Conner, Devontae Smith. Who are we sitting here?
Connor is probably where I'd sit.
Yeah. I kind of feel like it's Smith, but the Giants don't have Andrew Thomas, so I'm going to sit Connor.
It took me a while to figure out what was going on in that avatar, but it's very cute. Can you see? What is that? What is it?
Is that a dog laying on top of a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Maybe a piglet.
Yeah. Very cute. Downs or
That's a
Pittman?
human being cuddling with a piglet.
No, it was a dog. Downs or Pittman? I really hope it was a dog now because I'm gonna.
Downs. Oh no.
No, it was a dog.
I am looking at a very small picture.
Yes,
Dave doesn't have a monitor. I've got a really little one. So I was.
Dave, what does your dad say? Heath St. Brown rank? Heath, what is your St. Brown rank?
I think he's around 17, maybe.
It seems a little sacrilege.
It's a little bit lower than normal.
Am I supposed to answer this question? Brian Thomas Jr. or Darnell Mooney?
I think we can answer it with pretty good confidence now. I mean,
Yeah.
Probably gotta be Thomas.
yeah.
Yeah, that game just ended. Mason or Brian Robinson Jr.?
Mason for me.
I'm gonna go Brian.
I'll take Robinson.
Marvin Harrison Jr. or Chase Brown?
I will say Chase Brown.
I will say Chase Brown.
Speaking of vampires, and if you just tuned in, you have no idea what we're talking about. Saw Hotel Transylvania, a little bit of Hotel Transylvania yesterday. It was very good. You seen that one? Good kids movie. Shakir or Worthy?
Worthy.
I will say Worthy. He's more fun.
Montgomery or Debo in PPR?
By the way, when I say start a guy because he's more fun, it's probably just code for he has more upside. I don't really want to tell you to start players because they're like, great at parties or they've got cool clothes.
Yeah.
Or they're nice
Montgomery.
to talk to. Montgomery, he's more fun.
Christian Watson or a Bucks running back?
I've got more confidence in Watson. I don't know which Bucks. I don't know which one.
Yeah.
I did.
What about Deshaun Watson or a Bucks running back?
Oh, I'll take a Bucks running back.
What about Christian Watson or Deshaun Watson?
Christian Watson.
Deshaun.
Boy, I would go with Christian Watson. By the way, what is this? Jameis Winston inactive.
I was about to ask.
They don't want there to be any chance
of
them winning.
The coach changing quarterbacks.
I get it. It's possible Jameis Winston just stinks now. He came in like a little bit last year for Derek Carr and didn't play well. Might just
bad things about Jameis Winston.
Those of you hoping for some Jameis Winston, I don't know what's going to happen. That's a very funny question. Geno Smith or Anthony Richardson?
Richardson.
Geno for me.
Wait, I have one that I wanted to get to. Hold on. Andrews or outed in full PPR, yeah. What do you got?
Hey, Otten.
Hey,
game, yeah.
You don't always 7 times throughout the week call the game of the week a bonanza, right? This was kind of something new this week.
Would I call it a bonanza?
3 or 4 times on the same show.
I did that?
Yeah.
I am sorry.
I got angry about it. So maybe stream Grant Calcaterra.
Terrible.
Okay. Lazard or Cade Otton?
And that's how the fantasy gods made Grant Calcaterra a 2-touchdown getter in week number 7. Otton over Lazard. I'm really worried about how many targets Lazard's going to get now that Devontae's there.
Yeah, I'll go Otton.
Jordan Mason or T. Higgins? Apparently, this is my choice. And in full PPR, I'm going to go with T. Higgins. So there you go.
I would agree with you. I don't know if Heath would.
Nobody asked me.
Yeah, nobody asked either of you. Cook or Harrison, PPR?
It's my job to give the
Cook
opinion away. I agree with that.
I bought a car from this guy. Is that funny?
Is that why you answered this question? Was that part of the deal? Was he like, all right, I'll knock $2,500 off this car?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's there for me Sundays, 12:30. Couldn't be ahead of everybody else in the chat.
Ray Davis or Kamani Vidal?
This guy sent me his holiday card. Davis over Vidal.
I have them 53rd and 54th in my running back projections, but Davis gets the slight edge.
Here's a I missed it. We'll do this one anyway. I would start Ingram now. Andrews or Kraft?
Not. You can. I would
Kraft,
drop
for sure.
Here's an interesting imagery. Adam's right big toe. Pick one: Deontay, Waddle, or Pickens.
There's people that'll pay money to see that.
I
will pick Deontay Johnson.
How much would you accept for feet picks? Like,
if you buy me a pizza, you
I'm
can.
having a really hard time picturing you having a big toe. It just seems like you have like 5 pinkies.
I swear I have one.
His big toe is the size of Heath's pinky.
Kraft or Laporta?
Kraft.
I'll take Laporta.
What would be weird if my big toe were the size of Heath's pinky toe or pinky? God, that would be weird if my big toe were that big. Downs, Lockett, or Juju in PPR?
I'm confused. I'm starting Juju.
Downs.
Would I really send a picture of my bare foot for a pizza? I think I would. I really don't care. I care more about the pizza.
The Pickens are
I mean, I'd let the market decide. whatever somebody's willing to give, pretty much.
Yeah, you get a pizza a month for a year. All right, enough. Let's just answer questions.
Pickens or Sermon?
Pickens.
I can always tell how we're doing based on. I can see backstage. I can see Schaefer based on his reaction.
Yeah,
he is just not into this foot conversation at all. Like just.
No.
But,
do we have 1,000 likes yet?
We have all right. The game's over, so we got people hopping in here. We have 654 likes,
but we have 2,400 people watching.
I'm aware that's not a 1-to-1 ratio here.
No, I expect at least 40%.
I think I would go with Worthy.
Yeah,
sure.
I get it.
They might have the same number of catches.
It's true.
Ken Walker or Nick Chubb?
Walker.
Yep.
Ew, Rebels.
I am not convinced that Nick Chubb is going to have a large workload. First game, not a bad matchup, but unless he's really rolling super great, I'd be a little surprised.
But, yeah, I agree with you completely. But it is, and I've just basically ignored this possibility because illness rarely comes back to bite us. But Ken Walker could leave in the second quarter due to illness, like Mario Douglas did, and you're done.
It's true. These are humans, after all.
Speaking of which, pick 2: Ken Walker, Evans, or Darnold.
Assuming he doesn't leave puking in the second quarter, I'd go Walker and Darnold.
Yeah,
I have a Seinfeldian streak of not throwing up, just so you know. It just doesn't happen.
I don't remember the last time I puked.
Higgins, Debo, or Terry McLaurin?
This conversation.
I'm right. You see how Thomas was like, oh, well, first he loves Seinfeld. And then he started thinking about the last time he puked. I saw that look on his face. He was like,
I had an amazing streak, Seinfeld-esque too.
Oh, what happened?
2006 to 2022.
Oh.
Yeah, that even beats me, but it was
some taco place in Boca. Never went back. Wrote an awful review too.
Okay, Mahomes or Daniel Jones?
Mahomes.
Is Andrew Thomas playing?
He's not. Can't start Daniel Jones.
You going Mahomes too, Heath?
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad texted me, no chat, no like.
Juju or JSN?
Juju by a little.
They're the same picture. I've got JSN slightly.
Singletary or Tracy?
Tracy is one spot ahead of Singletary in all of my rankings. I think all of my rankings.
I got Singletary.
Juju or Waddle?
Juju.
Yeah.
That beat. Juju on that beat.
Whittington or Tucker Kraft? PBR.
Kraft.
I have Whittington.
Same with me, Heath. Jalen Warren, Tyler Goodson, or Ty Chandler?
Wow. I might have to make this decision.
Goodson.
Brian, before waivers lock, just make sure there isn't a better running back that you could stash ahead of these guys.
I would go Warren. Oh, half PPR?
Yeah.
Goodson.
Yeah. I think I'd go Goodson in full too, Heath. I think there's a real chance that he ends up surprising us.
Oh, okay. You're not reading that one. Don't give me one of those disgusting Twitter, YouTube names. But it was a good question. Whittington or Christian Watson?
The disgusting YouTube person has asked a really good question. I'm
not going to answer them.
All right. I mean, it was childish. It wasn't, it wasn't completely inappropriate.
horribly offensive.
No, it wasn't offensive. It was just kind of childish. Pick 2 and non-people. I'll type it to you in the private chat. Tyreek Hill, Tank Dell, Jameson Williams, Debo Samuel.
I'll take Samuel and I'll take Tank Dell.
I've got Debo and Tyreek.
Okay. Kraft or Otten?
Kraft.
Sermon
Oh
or
yeah, I've seen.
Yeah.
seen you
It was funny. Sermon or Goodson?
If it's PPR, I think I'd lean toward Goodson.
I'm going Sermon.
Oh, breakfast pizza. Nice.
Nice job, OG.
JSN or Waddle?
JSN.
Yes, I agree.
Do you guys know about egg juice yet? That's Dan Schneier's new nickname.
Egg juice.
Yeah, because he calls it, like, instead of just saying yolk, when you cut into a fried egg and the yolk runs down, he calls it egg juice.
Does he know there's a name for it that's not egg juice?
Yeah, yolk.
I'm not going to say anything negative about Dan. I had a tweet over the weekend that turned into a graphic design that someone made. And I really felt bad about it afterwards. I was trying to give my honest assessment.
I didn't understand any of it. It was the Marvel thing?
Yes.
Yeah. What happened?
The image was hilarious that was created. It's out there. Zach Berger, I think, Berger, sorry, did it. And Dave, you retweeted it.
I did.
No, we were talking about who I think Gibbs and Dan were talking about maybe on Beyond the Box Score, what Marvel characters we would be. And I just offered my 2 cents of who I thought everyone was. And I said that Dan was Gamora. Because I think Gamora is pretty awesome. But the image of Dan as Gamora, I giggled at this over and over last night.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. And look at Jamie, 15 years old. All of us, except for me. That's actually a pretty recent picture. Thanks for nothing. Yeah.
Where Gibbs looks pretty funny too.
So who's Gamora?
She is one of Thanos' daughters.
You made him a she.
Well, that didn't have anything to do with anything. But she's like really awesome on the show, but everybody's really mean to her and treats her bad. I feel like that's what happens to Dan a lot.
Oh, okay.
Is there a love interest between Gamora and somebody?
Is there?
I think there is. But I can't seem to remember.
Heath, which Avenger were you again?
I think the one that Dave's thinking of.
Yeah.
Star-Lord.
Oh, was it Star-Lord and Gamora?
I don't think that was ever consummated.
Star-Lord and you called Dan Gamora?
That's accurate.
Okay. Hey.
Like I said, great character.
They are great characters.
Troy, you get your question read. Higgins, Debo, or McLaurin?
We're screwing around a lot today. Sorry.
McLaurin.
I feel like we answered this.
No.
Terry.
I like McLaurin. Okay. Awesome matchup.
Juju or Downs?
Juju for me.
Downs.
Break the tie, Adam.
Oh, Juju. Brian Robinson or Mike Evans? PPR. Ooh.
I love the matchup for Brian Robinson.
I love the matchup for Mike Evans.
Yeah. I'm going Evans. I'm going to go with Heath's if he's off the injury report thing. But at the same time, he did get hurt last week.
I'm going to go with Brian Robinson.
Is this true? You don't pronounce the L in yolk?
That's correct.
You just say yolk? Dave?
Not yolk.
Egg
I say yolk.
It's
I get a
yolk.
little L.
It's what?
It's yolk.
Yolk.
All right, I gotta have to.
Adam. I think they might be right, and we're saying it wrong.
Oh wow, yeah, we are wrong. It is yolk. You're so yolk, bro. All right, DK or Deontay, PPR.
Oh, I love both those guys. I got to pick one. I'm picking Deontay. I hope I'm right.
DK.
Jameson Williams or Jordan Addison?
JMO.
JMO.
I'm really a little embarrassed by this yolk thing. Egg whites or egg juice? Egg whites. I don't really like egg juice. But which yuck running back are you guys starting?
Oh, these are yuck. Madison.
I made myself 3 eggs before the show, and of course, sunny side up.
Of course.
And had some tater tots. Cut up, get all the egg juice all over the plate. Scoop it up with the tater tots. Man, no one prefers egg whites, Adam. That's a terrible take.
My dad. But yeah, that's a health.
Madison.
Wandale or Whittington, Likely or Fant?
Likely. And Wandale in full PPR, Whittington.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. Yeah.
Cool. James Cook or Brian Robinson?
I think I have Robinson higher.
I've got them. They're back to back. I've got Cook.
Okay. Wandale or McConkey?
Wandale.
I agree.
Even though this doesn't apply to Lad McConkey, he does make me want to go, Phil?
Because of Phil McConkey?
Yeah. Madison or Dobbs, half PPR?
Did you ever watch Pee-wee's Playhouse as a child?
Yeah.
He had a character on the show called Conky.
I don't remember that one.
And so that's what I think of with Lad McConkey.
But
I also think of Lard Lad from The Simpsons.
Romeo Dobbs is the name of the day. Ah! Ah!
I don't mind Dobbs over Madison.
Yeah. Here we go.
Madison.
Oh, boo. Get out of the Plebe's Playhouse. Do the Canes beat Georgia? No. Christian Watson or Juju, half PPR?
Juju.
Watson.
Yeah.
Juju for you, Dave?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm on Watson Island. Steak and egg juice. Oh, yeah. Sloppy steaks. Sloppy steaks is a great bit. Pick 2 in PPR. Mason Brown, Waddle, Lockett.
Do I take both running backs here? I think I might take both running backs here. I don't know if I love it, but yeah.
I like steak with egg juice. It's delicious. Steak and eggs in the morning.
What is steak bad with, though, Heath? Seriously.
Ketchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we answer this? All right. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Minnesota versus Detroit is the game of the week. Yeah. Darnold, Mahomes, or Richardson?
Darnold.
Sam.
Okay.
Kind of took the air out of it when you just shut the music down.
I know. Anthony, I don't want to ruin it, you know. Anthony Richardson or Goff, and then Downs Shakir.
Take a lot to ruin it. It's a great bit. I'll take Goff and Downs.
I'll take Richardson and Downs.
Yeah, steak is probably bad with peanut butter. Agreed. Evans, Deontay, or Juju? Pick one.
Deontay Johnson.
Yeah.
People are concerned about Deontay Johnson, huh?
He's injured, you know.
Yeah. He's active, right? We don't have any. Oh, it's a later. Isn't it a later game?
It's a later game, but you can pivot to Evans if you have to.
In this case, you can.
Or
Maybe that's why people are freaking out. Later game, injury tag.
This one, T. Higgins or Deontay.
Yeah, I'm gonna expect Deontay to play.
I mean, Deontay, I said this on the show on Friday. In the last 4 games with Andy Dalton, he is wide receiver 11 per game. And he had one terrible game against Chicago. Every wide receiver is pretty much terrible against Chicago, except Nico Collins. And he's been absolutely brilliant the other 3 weeks. So unless you're worried about the injury, you start Deontay Johnson. And he's facing Washington. So that's the case.
So it looks like Brad Stainbrook has just put on 24/7 that the Browns have told Dorian Thompson-Robinson to be ready.
Oh, my gosh. That doesn't matter for anyone but Njoku, I guess. But weird, man.
Not for Judy.
Well, yeah, but who's some people might be starting Judy actually. Deontay or Dobbins, half PPR.
Oh, Dobbins.
Half PPR.
Going Deontay.
I am going to say 14 points for Dobbins in this format, and Deontay is only going to score 11. So I'm going to say Dobbins.
This is very close to a good team name. Lee get it. I think just Lee get it on. Lee get it on is a good team name. Okay, we got a person who likes. Thank you.
Pronouncing his last name by using it that way. He's telling on himself that it's not that team name.
Trey Tucker, Waddle, Ridley, or Palmer. Pick one.
Not Palmer, not Tucker, Waddle.
Waddle.
Eckler or Madison. Where's Eckler or Madison? There it is.
You could hear my chair squeal.
Eckler.
I think I like it. Yeah, I guess.
Devontae Adams or Tyreek Hill.
Devontae.
Yoke. Juju or Down. Oh, we did this one. I think 2 Jujus and a Downs. Ayuk, Downs, or Chubb.
I'm going to start Ayuk.
I am also.
Okay.
Neato.
Thank you, Sean, for liking. Sit one. Who you sitting? Not.
I am going to sit Addison, unless the Wilson is Michael Wilson or
What about
Mr.
Emmanuel?
Or Emmanuel Wilson.
I'm
Or
definitely
Wilson.
sitting Eckler.
Over Emmanuel Wilson?
No, I'm assuming it's Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson's a start, and Montgomery is a start. And so then it comes down to Addison versus Eckler. Probably a little more upside with Addison than Eckler, but Eckler does have a good matchup.
You know what I would say about Addison, Dave?
Hmm.
He's more fun.
He is.
Mixon-
Eckler could be fun, though, too.
Mixon or Chubbard?
Joe Mix.
Chuba.
Kincaid or Njoku?
Njoku.
I'll take Kincaid.
I should dress as Pee-wee for Halloween. Yeah. Yeah, not bad. Pick one. I'm not going to do that. It's too late. I really missed my window. I wanted to get a good costume this year.
My wife's been telling me for months that I need to tell her what we're going to do. And she said, I know you're going to tell me a week beforehand. And I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah.
So she was right.
My son's going as Trevor Lawrence. Maybe I'll go as Doug Peterson. What is he? He wears a visor, right?
Yeah.
Visor, glasses, dresses like he's a Midwestern high school football coach.
Charbonnet, Downs, or Lazard, or Otten.
Downs.
Yes.
Downs and Achan, Bo.
And yeah, HN, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Snoop Huntley or Russell Wilson? It's the second time we've had this question.
I'd go Russ.
I would too.
Okay. Adam is the #1 host on YouTube. Hey, thank you. Dave.
You've won the KP 1116 award for best host on YouTube.
Name that hotel in the picture.
It looks like the Best Western Plus at Casino Royale.
That's not true, is it?
Are you doubting me?
Brian Robinson, Jaden Reed, or Xavier Worthy, half PPR.
Reed.
That is Reed is my favorite pick there.
Is that the Bellagio?
That is BetMGM's very own Bellagio.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's the Fountains one, right?
Go hang out there sometime. You can find the top dollar machine in the high limit room and say hi to all my money.
Chase Brown or Pickens?
Pickens.
Pickens.
Say hi to Mooney or JMO?
Boy, you're a winner.
Mooney.
I will take Mooney.
Oh, I like this. It's a very simple costume. And then I'd have to talk like this all night. Trick or treat. Yeah, Bob's Burgers. Chase Brown or Pickens? We just
Way to
did that
choose
one.
a CBS character. We just answered this
Let's do this
30
one.
seconds
Let's
ago.
did it. Mason, Cooper, or Juju?
I think I have Juju ranked the highest of the three.
Mason.
Oh wait, I didn't say Pickens. I was looking at a different one. It said Pickens or Juju. I would go Cooper here. I think I go Mason. I go Mason. Yeah. Mooney or Wandale?
Mooney.
Mooney.
Eckler, Downs, Wandale. Start one.
Wandale.
Downs.
My guy Dinesh.
Downs down.
Dinesh, I keep missing your. Oh, there you are. Non PPR. Running back in a flex. Go.
I'm not looking.
Mostert, Rashad White, Bucky Irving, Eckler, Wandale. Non
I
PPR.
should have been looking. Mostert and non-PPR, huh? Probably Wandale.
Sermon, Hunt, Juju, JSN. Pick one.
Only one for full PPR. I'll take Juju.
Okay. I like Jason. Did we get to 1,000 likes?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and I don't know. It just says 1K. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, we did. But let's go. Let's get to 1.2K. 2,800 people here. Let's do it. League it, Chubb or Cooper.
I'd sit league it.
Oh,
I would.
too. Yeah. Aaron Jones or Devontae Smith, half PPR.
I feel like Jones is the right answer there.
I agree.
No Andrew Thomas though. Juju, Waddle or Worthy, PPR.
Juju.
Yes. Dave and I
Most
are finishing in sync.
Yeah. Because earlier today they weren't agreeing on anything. Mostert or Tracy.
Let's do it, Dave.
Mostert.
Ostert.
Yeah. All right, guys. You're going to a steakhouse. They have every cut of meat and at any temperature, and you pick one side. Go.
One side?
Yeah,
I'm
one
picking
side.
the side or the steak?
Both. Give me a steak and a side. No, give me two sides.
I'm getting a bone-in ribeye from
That doesn't matter where from. Just
Australian Wagyu bone-in ribeye,
Uh-huh.
cooked Pittsburgh style. And the sides are going to be $14 million and a genie that grants me 3 wishes. One of the wishes will be unlimited wishes.
let's go. Heath, you're up.
I'm gonna get a baked potato
Uh-huh.
and
$14 million. Now.
and no, I thought Dave's steak sounded good.
Okay. T. Higgins or Debo?
Hold on. I would like you to answer the question.
I'd like a salad.
I'll get a filet medium rare with cream spinach and mushrooms. I'm going with T. Higgins here in PPR, but I might be in the minority there.
No, I agree with you, Adam.
Okay, let's go rapid fire. Juju, Worthy, or Rudolph? Superflex.
Juju.
Mostert or Connor? PPR. Connor. Godwin or London? PPR. Godwin.
London.
Evans or Addison? Evans.
Yes.
Let's see. Cream corn and salad. Gross. Leggett, Downs, Friarmuth. Half PPR. Tight end
With
bonus.
the bonus, I think
Yeah.
I'll still take Downs.
Downs. Debo or Tyreek Hill, and then pick two of those bums.
Debo, and my favorite bum there is going to be Goodson in half PPR.
I'm going to
Debo
go with
and Sermon.
both Colts running backs and Debo.
Oh, I
Just-
get to pick 2 of the running backs.
Hopefully one of them scores.
Sure. Colts running back.
League or Waddle?
Waddle.
Devontae Smith, Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason.
I got to flex one of these guys, huh? Non-PPR, huh? Aaron Jones.
Burrow or Mayfield?
Boy, we're going to be so different on Mason.
Mayfield.
I think I have Burrow a spot higher.
Lockett or Goodson? Half PPR.
I think I like Lockett better.
Yep, I agree with Dave.
Burrow or Mayfield, we just did that. Ridley or Downs? Downs.
Ridley. I don't know. Don't know what to
I
expect.
got a weird fefeeling about Ridley, though. I got to tell you.
Yeah, I had that last week. You know what it got me?
You got your Levis, though. Rudolph's better, I think.
They want to run with Rudolph. They don't want him to throw all over the place.
Run, Rudolph. Come on, Dave. Walked right into that. Last one.
I have Irving over Chubb, but I don't blame you for going Chubb.
All right. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. 1,000 likes. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week. No London game next week. No Europe game next week. So we're back at 11:30. And then in a few weeks, you get to watch the Giants game with me in London. So
In Germany.
yeah, whatever. In
London.
Europe. Okay. Thanks. Good luck, everybody. We'll talk to you after the games then. See ya.
Go win your league.